You are watching RBC News 24, and from the news team, this is RBC News at 6. George will now bring you the latest headlines from around Roblox. RBC News 24.
Good evening. Welcome to RBC News at 6. These are the headlines. Brookhaven got its annual Halloween update. My good friend Plo will take us into a deep dive of what Wolfpack recently added to the game. We got an exclusive interview with one of the testers of Buckingham Palace to talk about the Halloween updates. Pilot Training Flight Simulator was recently updated by the game's developers. New planes were added and some planes got their models updated. Talking about the flight industry, cabin crew has gotten a new update with new airports and a Halloween update. Zach will tell you all about it.
RBC News 24.
Welcome to RBC News at 6. On Sunday the 27th, Brookhaven was recently updated to fit the Halloween theme. My good friend Plo, better known as Dewey, has this story.
Brookhaven's Halloween update. Something that hyped up many people for this update is that Brookhaven is holding on to its traditions by returning the candy corn hunt. So, as I was saying, Brookhaven decided to bring back the candy corn event, in which you can unlock vehicles by going to this big sign shown at the spawn point and selecting a difficulty from easy to insane. Of course, the harder of an option you choose, the better of a vehicle you get. You unlock these by finding a series of candy corns spread throughout various locations on the map. This gives the player something fun to do in these spooky seasons. The Horse Valley residence has an update in which you can find demon-like horses, which makes up for a good scare on the streets of Brookhaven. What also made a return is the Halloween decorations, which has changed quite a bit compared to last year. Of course, the balloons and pumpkins around the map have made a return, but the houses were far from overseen, as they have received lots of decorations. For example, the headstones on the popular race car mansion, but all of the other houses, both fully accessible and only premiumly accessible, have only received more decorations. Some more noticeable, and some that are quite a minor change to last year. However, what really makes this year exceptional is the props update, as they also include Halloween props, like spiders and jack-o'-lanterns. But, of course, the skeletons, zombies, coffins and headstones are still all but forgotten, and largely used by many players to decorate their houses or give someone a good scare that no one can escape during this spooky month.
But back to other news! I had the opportunity to interview one of Buckingham Palace's testers and deputy commanders of MPS, but before we show you that, John will show you what the game is about.
London, Europe's largest city, has for a long time attracted people from around the globe. Since 2023, you have been able to experience some of London's most famous landmarks, as well as the monarch system in the game Buckingham Palace. The game revolves around civilians, police, and of course the royal family. As a civilian, you have the ability to roleplay as a good citizen, or you can buy guns and murder the royal family. The police and royal guards will attempt to stop that though. You're also able to become king or queen, and as that role you get driven around the map and need to attend meetings, and that is just a short introduction to the game. There are way more things that you can do in there, but in our studio we've got a tester and a player of the game. What does he think about the game?
So I have Pritam here with me today. He's a tester and a deputy commander of MET in Buckingham Palace. Hello.
Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. What did you think about the new updates within the game? Did you like the Halloween update?
I would say, yeah, I love the Halloween update on the BP, but somehow the game is really laggy, which is, might be fixed in coming future. So no one knows right now, and I can't just disclose everything.
Fair enough. So, have you been a deputy commander for a while? Because you told me when you got hired.
Yeah, it's been a while now, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. What did you think about the update revolving the underground tube system?
Pretty good, I would say, but it's producing a bit of lag, within the game.
Fair enough. I mean, I played it a bit ago, and half of the time when we were in the tube, it was just glitching the game out. So yeah.
It might be because there are too many people, like Roblox is not that big, big kind of game, which, will support every kind of things. Sometimes if we have more people in the server, it create lags. But if you try in like, empty space server, it's really good to play. Like no lag, you can just play smoothly. Like in a private server, it's really good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, Buckingham Palace has been growing its community for a while, and it's been growing its hierarchy. Uh, and you told me personally that you are trying to become a moderator in Buckingham. Are there things that you can tell us about the game that you personally like about it?
It's about, it's like realistic. Like, the systems is really realistic these days. After the update, it's more realistic now. Even the vehicle gear system. And about the king, monarch, and every rules and regulations within RZ and MPS, kind of more realistic, we could say, related to real life,
Yes.
which makes the game more good. And for role playing is really good. Like you have many options to do, even like walking as a civilian, where you get like parking wardens, rec team, and like delivery man, and many other stuff you could do, which makes the game really good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, this was a really short interview, and I don't really have more questions for you, so thank you for coming. Alright, anyhow, Pilot Training Flight Simulator, better known as PTFS, recently added new planes to its game. Take it away, Keb.
For those who are unaware, Pilot Training Flight Simulator is a Roblox flight simulator published on January 4th, 2010 by Orange12345. Over the past 14 years, the game has continued to grow and gets updates frequently like their most recent one, which was released on October 19, 2024. The new update brought aircraft such as the C-17 with liveries for the Canadian Air Force, India Air Force, Kuwait Air Force, Qatar Airlines, Royal Australian Air Force, Royal Air Force, and the United States Air Force. The update also brought aircraft such as the EC-18B for the United States Air Force, an E-3 Sentry for the United States Air Force. And the only commercial airliner added in this update is the Boeing 707, with a total of 13 airline liveries from around the world and an Air Force One variant. The last part of this update is that Pilot Training Flight Simulator also added the Boeing 707 tanker with an Omega tanker livery.
And more about the flight industry, the famous game Cabin Crew has just received a new update, the annual Halloween update, as so many games have gotten recently. The team also used this update to add new airports, though we interviewed a regular player of this game to see what he thought. Zach, a new member of our team, has this story.
Just recently, Cruising Studios dropped their new update in Cabin Crew Simulator. It is the Halloween update and includes a new airport and changes to the alliances. There's also been a new quest added, where players explore the map and hunt for keys and diamonds. Next we move on to the new alliance features, where players can chat with their fellow allies on the chat wall, transfer ownership to others and hand out admin ranks to moderate the alliance. This sounds like a great idea, and I think the community is very happy about this addition. The developers have also introduced new features for the AI passengers on board the flights. For example, passengers can refuse to turn or airplane mode, or when they sleep they may use a neck pillow. Another feature is the new medical kit, where there is a chance of helping a passenger in a medical emergency without a doctor on board. Now let's see what the community has to say. Have you played much of the update?
Yes, I'd say I've played a lot.
And have you enjoyed it so far?
Definitely.
What would you say is the best part of the update?
The new destination.
People have been wanting a London airport for a long time. Have you been there, and do you like it?
This airport that they have added is amazing.
It really seems like the community love this update, and the small features make the game so immersive. I'm super excited to see what Cruising Studios has in store.
But let's hear the headlines one more time. Brookhaven got its annual Halloween update. My good friend Flo will take us into a deep dive of what Wolfpack recently added to the game. We got an exclusive interview with one of the testers of Buckingham Palace to talk about the Halloween updates. Pilot Training Flight Simulator was recently updated by the game's developers. New planes were added and some planes got their models updated. Talking about the flight industry, cabin crew has gotten a new update with new airports and a Halloween update. Zach will tell you all about it.
RBC News 24.
But that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching RBC News at 6. You can follow us on our socials and join our Discord server for updates on our production. If you want to watch all of our latest broadcasts, then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But for now, bye bye.